There's our friend Gabber TV. I see him, my brother. Going to add our friend to the stream. And how's it going, my man?
G'day, Bruce. How are you, buddy? How are you, my friend?
Nice to see you, man. So you got a couple of trolls the other day after you came in, simply commented on a post, I guess, in the community. Trolls aren't too bad on your channel, no? On your end?
Couple trolls.
Politely said. Yeah.
No, don't worry about trolls. I'm not worried about trolls.
That's it. That's the best thing. That's the best thing. So, we got a lot of UFOs out there in the sky here starting now. Once in a while, it dips down and I get to the point where there's absolutely nothing in the sky, but now it's hopefully starting back up. Hopefully.
Yeah, I've had a bad season in Australia. It's been like cloudy, foggy, raining, or all three of the above for like 95% of summer. So I'm going to freeze to death with my snowboard hoodie on, working my tripod with my Bluetooth remote in my pockets in my snowboard jacket. You'll hear my teeth chattering on the video.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Taking photos.
The weather. So you guys are getting dips, I guess, in the weather too, where you're getting crazy cold periods or crazy rain periods or dry spells. And that's aside from the damn crap that political wise, I'm following what's going on in Australia, all the crap. And there's a lot of
flooding with a lot of heavy flooding and like record rainfalls and stuff. It's been crazy, the weather over here.
It is incredible here too. We almost had the river come out of its bed, but it didn't. We had a quick thaw here and it didn't flood. I think we're going to be lucky here in the north with the sun and everything. It's not going to be as bad as it is in the southern hemisphere with the earthquakes and volcanoes. I mean, holy crap. That's the consequence you get to live in the south. Do you guys in Australia get very big earthquakes recently? Not necessarily, right?
Not really. Like up in North New South Wales, you get really small ones around Newcastle, but very small, and hardly ever happen here around this way.
What about the lights in the sky where you live? Do you get a chance to see what a lot of us perceive as when people fight UFOs, satellites, where we see the lights going by in the skies?
Like when I'm doing my moon work, I've been doing astrophotography for like 18 months now.
Yeah.
And when I do my moon work, actually, I started doing it after watching your channel. You inspired me to do astrophotography.
I love you for it, man. Thanks.
You were inspiration. I was like, I looked at your channel and I saw your pictures and videos, and I was like, wow. All the stories that I've read in interviews about buildings here on the moon and glass towers and stuff, and I was like, wow, he's got pictures of them. I can see them. This is true. I want to take pictures. Not everybody
can see them. Not everyone can see them, right? Like
I want to take pictures too. So I got a camera and got a camera out and the tripod and everything, and
that's good, man.
Some of the structures, you have like multi-level structures and ramps going up and tubes going into tunnels. Because in Australia, I see them. I've got pictures of them. I just haven't had time to edit them and upload them yet.
Yeah, but even looking at my work, some people don't understand that there are those levels. They don't see it in the image,
Yeah, like my work confirms your pictures, because like in Australia, we're in the southern hemisphere, so the moon's upside down.
Right.
So I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the moon at a different angle to you, but I can tell when the picture that you've got, it's just like turned around at a different angle, but it's the same, entire structure.
Yeah, I have my friend Crawlface living there, and it's like we're often saying we're feet to feet, right?
Yeah, like the geometric structures all inside the like lunar crater to make it look like it's part of the crater and stuff. Like I'm just like.
So when you're looking at my moon, So when you're looking at my moon and I'm looking at your moon, we're seeing the opposite. It looks like you took it and turned it upside down. That's how it is.
Basically, but like I'm seeing probably the corner that you can't see. So if we photoshopped our photos together, we'd have like the complete complex.
Exactly, which is true. Exactly, different comparison of Australia and when you think of it, absolutely. because that's like the sun. Like, when I started doing astronomy way at the beginning, before I understood anything, you look at the sun and you go, well, the sun's not placed like that. Even the moon's not placed like that. It took me not too long. You come to understand that, well, in the States, they get a different view. You guys in Australia, a complete different view from us. So the rotating that we're seeing, the spiraling that's happening here like this, you guys are just getting it upside down. It's just the same thing, though.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, which is pretty trippy. That, man, they're still talking about gravity being theory. They talked about the first gravity wave ever seen in an experiment that was done here on Earth. They talk about gravity waves. So lunar waves or gravity waves, we don't even know if this.
I think I might have one video with like 2 gravity waves going across. I'm watching the video. I'm trying to figure out, is that just a long cloud going across the moon, or is it a gravity wave? I'd have to upload it, and you can have a look, and you go, "Nice cloud," or "It's gravity wave," whatever.
Well, absolutely. Like, and others will be able to do the same thing here.
Yeah, because you can confirm what it is, because I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out myself.
Well, at one point it was Crow. Crow was able to get the line. I think it was on the moon.
That was amazing. I saw that. That was an amazing video.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I got a double lunar wave, but with my 14-inch scope, and I'm close to the moon, so I don't have a reducer. I didn't have a reducer to be able to see the whole moon. Just my 14-inch scope with my Nikon D850, I'm on the moon, and I saw 2 lines go by, because the line that they talk about, the planes causing those lines, is not the same. The line from the plane is a wide field, a wide line that goes by with a wide field. And the ones that I got is just a thin, looks like a television line, right? It looks like a line going across an old TV set. Like, zoop, zoop. It's weird. But fabrics of time, or pushing space and time, anything that's going to travel faster than the winds that are there, would the electrons and everything not jumble up, accumulate, and cause, in other words, we're not seeing the object that went by the moon, but we're seeing the pushing ripples together of all the atoms.
Like the ripples or the after effect. I was listening to one of your streams when you were talking, and some of your videos, and I was thinking about it, thinking, because you like to hear comments, and I want to, try and input. Maybe it's this, maybe it's this. If we all talk about it, we can figure it out eventually.
Right.
And I thought about it, and like, what would cause like gravity waves like that to go across the moon? And I'm thinking, and I was like, maybe there was like a large battleship cruiser on the dark side of the moon, and it's just like hit the anti-gravity engine,
right?
Hit its anti-gravity engine that made gravity waves, and it's taken off, or it's opened a portal or a vortex, and it had to use the they got nuclear powered anti-gravity machines. They got all sorts of different powered anti-grav machines now, and like the ripple effects from opening a portal, or like turning the engine on, go afterburners on, let's go, we're going to like Pluto, whatever. Maybe that's like made ripples, like when you chuck a rock in the water, and that's just the after effect from the engines, and it just ripples over the moon. Like, I was just thinking about that. It makes
sense. It only makes sense. It's not it's like you said, by coming to a whole bunch of theories, I think everybody has like 20 or 30 theories, and then we break them down. We see something occur on the moon. Oh, it can't be that. It can't be that. People are close. I agree with what you said. That, and you must agree, obviously, there's a whole bunch of other things. It could be large objects in the solar system too, or like you said, something, if it's directly to the moon, that lunar wave, it's something big that takes off in the moon and goes through the magnetosphere or something. Hell yeah. With an anti-gravity, it could absolutely be that you see a wave
very
going
strong,
by.
Very strong possibility. Or the holographic predator camouflage they have over their
I like that too.
Domes. They might have just like cranked the juice up, or cranked the juice down, or turned it on, or turned it off. That might be just after ripple effects from like a holographic camouflage system. Yeah,
to let by a craft. Yeah,
to protect, the military assets and stuff.
Absolutely,
very interesting.
Like to let by a craft, like you said. The camouflage, that's another theory I touch and I like. Take that camouflage down, force field down, force field up. I mean, in theory. Why not? Do you think that Earth could create a frequency around Earth that would kill any people entering Earth? We know it. They could do that. So of course the moon could have a frequency. So could we see that frequency? Well, there's lots online talking about frequencies in space that you could see sound, not sound itself, but again, like you were saying, it's pushing the ripples of space and time, the walls and the fabric of the universe, and water. They talk about water between Earth and the moon. That could be a wave too. It's trippy. When you look at the lunar wave, it literally looks like an ocean, a calm ocean that arrives to the shore and then comes back in that ripple line that goes. It's incredible. We're
Like
dropping that stone,
I know a lot about frequencies because I've done a sound engineering course at college for 2 years, like a BA in music production. I've been a DJ with the records and the vinyl and the turntable for like 26 plus years. And I read a book about frequencies. Every organ in your body vibrates at a different frequency. And if one organ is sick, say your liver's sick, you just get, it's called sound healing therapy. You just get that speaker and put it on the organ and feed it that frequency, that sound that organ specifically vibrates at, and you can regenerate the organ, healing.
It's what I believe DARPA is doing. Yeah,
but big pharma wants us to spend $100,000 on these bottle of pills that kill everything else in your body just to fix one organ because big pharma doesn't care.
Yeah, they like experimenting, right? So let's make them, suffer a little bit, and we'll be able to document what's going on, sort of thing. But no, I believe that the healing too, the sound healing, as you say. When I started out, frequencies, my first spiritual encounter, well, that's why I started looking up different frequencies. As a basics, and we're younger, we're told that ghosts are spirits, they're ghosts, but then you start getting interested in it and talking about, why ectoplasm appears and stuff. These beings or whatever, these messages or the present or not, are coming in through from somewhere in a way where there's a physical matter that's being generated. I still can't wrap my mind around that. Ectoplasm or water appearing on a wall or on the floor where a spirit would enter. Why? It has a lot to do with the way the universe and the atmosphere and everything and the frequencies. I believe it. I believe if the frequency changed, in theory, if the frequency changes in the universe or the solar system, what would that mean for entities coming to Earth and stuff like that? Is there a frequency portal, or is it just a portal that's always there?
The frequencies, certain frequencies activate the portals. If you want to activate the portal to go to this galaxy or that planet, you have to feed that specific frequency where that planet resonates or that star resonates. And by activating the portal with that frequency, it takes you directly to the source.
Imagine that, eh?
Frequencies are amazing. They activate everything, activates everything.
And what about, you must have heard a little bit about, I've heard a little bit about it, that supposed moon and sun that China created, which was supposedly able to levitate objects. Is there any truth to that? Honestly, I said, a lot of people say, oh, China made a sun. Did they really make a sun? And when they say made a sun, that's 5 times as strong. Are we talking about made a sun, or they made this big sun? Obviously not. What do they mean by,
It wouldn't surprise me if it's true. It's just
it's
next
level.
Eh? It's next level high tech stuff they're developing. That's all it is. They made a sun, but they made a little sun inside the laboratory to try and contain it in a what do you call it? Dino cage or dinosphere?
Yeah.
They try to put a dinosphere around it to contain all the energy so that they can get unlimited power from it. Power everything.
Free energy. Free energy. Hey,
free energy. Where's Tesla? Where'd Tesla go? Where's Tesla gone?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Exactly. Poof. And that's what they're talking about. Which I'm pretty sure that any alien being would be as advanced enough to have come up with that technology. But the more I research, the less I'm stuck on a theory. Aliens are us, we are them, they made us, we made them, we were both made by someone else, a god. I mean,
all of these are possibilities.
Yeah,
it's hard to deny without that evidence.
and everything
Very,
makes sense. Everything
got to
makes
have
sense.
you got to have an
I
open mind. Have to have an open mind because it's possible. It's
Yeah,
possible.
absolutely. We all have the things that we believe. Like I'm sure it's not one thing, but it's just me that's sure it's not one thing. It's not. I'm not sure. It's theories. The people bring up so many bloody theories, but do you think between Mars and the moon? If I was to ask you a question between Mars and the moon, yeah, in theory, like we're not talking through facts or
Hypothetically,
anything. Yeah,
hypothetically,
there you
hypothetically.
go. There's that big word
We're,
I was
we're
looking
just
for.
speculating. We're just speculating. We're doing a
Yeah,
mind map.
assuming,
Just,
speculating, mind mapping. Exactly. Do you think that there could have been an inhabited civilization um, on our moon to either watch us, or that maybe humans could have broken away from Earth? Because it's pretty far fetched when you say that. Think of it, a breakaway civilization, especially thousands of years ago, would have been that advanced. So what
where
I'm
did
really
where did
asking, yeah,
where
go
did
ahead.
where did the Mayans go? Well, they just vanished. They,
Where
they
did the
made
what? Sorry.
spaceship.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
did the
yeah.
Mayans go? Where did the Mayans go from South America? The beautiful temples with the steps that come down.
Yeah.
Where did they go? Where did they go?
Yeah,
They
exactly.
vanished.
They
They would
vanished.
if they were here, they'd be in the ground. They'd be in the mud. Dig them up. Oh, there's another one.
That makes sense what you just said there.
Where did they go? The first place they would go would be to the moon, closest.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah.
And then they would be like, oh, maybe we'll build a little bit here, build a little bit here. We don't feel like going here anymore. Let's go find a couple of stars close by, closest star systems. And then
Absolutely.
that would have been like their staging area. They might have mucked
Yeah.
around for a little bit, and it's like, yeah, we're bored at this place. Let's go find it. Let's go find a real planet and a nice star system, and find something different to do. And they've gone on from that, like a pit stop, and then onto the next part of the journey. I don't know.
Definitely.
That's how I sort of think about it.
Scary thinking of aliens outside threat. Like a lot of us talk about the lights being from here, adversarial countries, a foreign country. But if it was an outside threat, um, it's like we talk about the connection. When did alien meet human? I don't know about you, but I would think this would have occurred several times, right? Like over hundreds of thousands of years. It wouldn't just be like one alien lands here and then runs the planet, but it could be. But it's just like, oof, I'm not there yet to try to pinpoint one thing. There's too many possibilities going around. But could aliens, like the Galactic Federation, do you think there's any truth to that? The Galactic Federation, do you think there could be aliens represented there, or even a part of the Galactic Federation, or is it just Earth, Pentagon, and everything, and national security elites?
Thinking about it logically, I believe it's true logically. I think about all the information that I've read from all the different sources and interviews and testimonies and documentaries and even channelers. Channelers' information is like, it can be manipulated, so you got to be careful with someone channeling this or channeling that, because they don't really know who they're talking to.
Absolutely,
So
dude.
you got to be very, very cautious. I'm always very cautious with channelers, but then testimonies from people that worked in secret space programs, they come up with so much detail. It's like they could not have made all that up. They would have stumbled on their story somewhere.
Yeah, and it's
my
funny.
My mother talks about Galactic Federation's going to sort it all out, no problem. I'm like, where do you get this info from, Mom?
Yeah,
don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry. Galactic Federation is going to sort it out.
Some people are getting the vibe though.
My mother does that.
Yeah, but somewhere along the line, there could be a real connection with some of the vibes. Listen to this. They talk about some UFOs being driven around with the conscience. So the conscience. So if that was so, again, hypothetically, imagine being able to control those lights in the sky yourself, and that's why some people can get them to follow the lasers, because they're actually tapping into the conscience of what's driving that light, and somewhere there's like a little connection between the two, because UFOs being
it's a good one. It's a good one. It's very, very possible. They're thinking, and their thinking goes to the pilot of the ship. It could be a robot, could be an alien, could be a human. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, like if they're not concentrating.
Their consciousness has already been infused with the ship, because it's like an organic sort of a ship. It fuses with your consciousness. It's organic.
Like a nerve. It's like a nerve ending.
like a living AI organic type of craft.
Yeah.
And
Like
then
it's
that person has like neurally transmitted their thoughts to the pilot crafting the ship, and the pilot's just gone, oh, who told me to
what
go
the
left?
hell was that, eh? It's like, what the hell was that?
Oh, Bruce is telling me to flash again. All right, he will do some more flashes for Bruce.
Yeah, more flashes for the fat bastard.
more
Oops, am I calling
flashes
it?
for that.
Gonna flash that bastard. But no, but imagine, you know, the connection, because I when that light came down from the sky, I don't know if you've seen that video yet, man. You'll see it on my platform. The light came down literally from the sky, was right in front of me, and it was like no noise. And that light at the beginning, when it was up in the sky and it appeared, I did see it appear out of nowhere, and it came right down like a red, like somebody put red Kool-Aid in a Ziploc bag, and you threw the Ziploc bag, and you could see a shape, but inside it's going, boom, 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 but there's a straight shape. It was weird.
Yeah. I've seen that many times.
Yeah, and in the infrared, all I could see was the bright lights, the 8 lights, I think, or 9 lights that were all around it.
Yeah.
But
the one that came really close to your house. Yeah,
exactly.
That was amazing. I saw that video. I was like, oh my god, look how close that is to his backyard.
That's incredible. It was like ridiculously close.
It's watering his carrots in his backyard.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It was damn close, and
that was amazing.
I was excited when it came down, and it was so bloody close. And then when it left, I'm careful. My mother's probably thinking I'm losing it, because I was telling my mother not long after that, I'm saying, I feel good. it's like things were, no, because I'm laughing. You know, they talked about, have you heard recently the Pentagon talking about the pregnancies? Some ladies were
yeah.
Dude, I mean, obviously people are on the moon. They've been there for 6 years. They're sick and tired. They miss their girlfriends. They get a chance to come down with a joint or 2 beers, a 6-pack with another UFO. They get out of the UFO, have sex, and go back up. They clean off the DNA, like hose them down, like drip them in the lake. I mean, what the hell? Pregnancy? There's a problem with that. That could mean that they're human, right? Also, and always theories. We're just talking theories. Like
if this information's accurate, then everybody that's been saying we've been genetically modified for 300,000 years, the star people came down and bred with the women, and all the Bible stories and Sumerian stories, everything in ancient texts. Now all that information is accurate because it's just what's happened. It's our true origins that it's been hidden from history. They don't want to share it with us for some reason.
Yeah. And I'm not going to go as far as making a video and telling all the guys of this planet that we've been had because our wives have been knocked up by aliens. I think that but you know what?
I was up in the ISS for 2 years. I come back and I got 3 green children and a light blue one. What's going on?
It will explain for a lot of parents that don't find their kids too normal to go, oh yeah, that's definitely a star child. He's out from one of the stars. So we are a part of the stars, no matter how you look. Like in theory, that's the beauty of it. Theories coincide with religion perfectly. They coincide with science perfectly. And a good story can pretty much be manipulated too, right? So I mean, if somebody comes up with a theory or the government's hiding things, they say some pretty smart shit. I've been seeing some things that they've been saying, but there's no proof. It's that they've won the chance of having access to being the one that speaks truth. That's what the government's trying to do, is make law truth, which is not. A law is a law to protect, but they want to make a law truth, a fact. 2 + 2 is always going to be 4. It's not going to be 5.
It's what they do.
They're trying. That's what they're trying to do. But what do you want? What do you want a guy to do? I mean, with the secret projects that they're doing, look at James Webb. What is that about?
Where's the pictures? Show me. Show me the pictures. Where's the pictures? No pictures for you. No pictures for you. What?
Exactly. They showed us that star, right? The alignment of the 8 mirrors or whatever, 18 mirrors or whatever. Yeah, big whoop. And you see the people effing believable. And you see the people at NASA. It's scary though. It's scary. Look at the freedom of speech. What Elon did on Twitter. We have people on the leftists that were crying. A lawyer
Go Musk, do it
crying.
Musk, pump it Musk. We love Musk, love him, pump it.
People will now be able to express themselves. And they were crying. They were really crying. People will now be able to express themselves on Twitter. This is horrible. This is horrible news. It's going to destroy the elections. Oh, I can only imagine we're going to talk about the war in Ukraine.
I'm going to sign up to Starlink just because he done that. Now he's going to clean up Twitter.
Absolutely. Which, by the way, he's
all big pharma.
So Elon says, yeah, and we got to be careful when we're talking about the V here. They friggin' report me every friggin' time too. Elon supposed to. He tweeted he was going to buy Disney. He's having some fun. That and he wanted to buy Coca-Cola to put cocaine back in it.
Put the cocaine back in it.
So in a way, it sort of tells people that there was some in it. You know,
God bless Musk. He's got a beautiful heart. He's got a beautiful heart. He's got a good soul.
I'm open and agree with a lot of people, even here in the community, that tell me, Bruce, he could be bad news. It's like you know yourself, open mind. It could go both ways. But until he shows me, I mean, I don't think he will, because he would not hit the biggest subject, freedom of speech. That is the number one no-no for the leftists. They do not want freedom of speech.
I think from current exopolitics and space politics that I've read about, Elon used to be like one of the illuminated puppets. You know, they were pulling on his strings.
I believe that. I believe that.
Help shaping him so whatever he does goes with their agenda.
Yes, they want his tech, like Einstein.
That's how you have to do it. So he was their little puppet for a little while back in the day, and then they had the Artemis Accords, and he had to go to Jupiter with Branson and all them, and then the Galactic Council was like, hey, we need your help. We need you guys and your infrastructure to build 6th, 7th density spaceships that will, like, when the CME comes in 25, we can put as many people as we can in these 6th, 7th density spaceships, and they're CME proof. It'll save a lot of people.
That's right.
And I think they knew that he was, a little bit of a puppet, and they said, look, you got to change your ways. You got to cut it. That's it. You have nothing to do with these negative bad people. These are very no good bad boys. You cannot play with them no more. You got to cut it. You're going to play with us now, and we're going to look after you. We're going to work it out. Brother's going to work it out. And I think he's changed his ways now. That's why he's doing all these really good things, really positive things now. I think he's broken away. He's broken away from the puppet masters. Cut the strings. He's like, nah, I'm going to do my own thing. I'm not going to be told what to do. I'm not going to be your slave.
Exactly.
I'm going to do what I want to do.
NASA wanted to hire him and keep him busy by performing launches for him. And then he said something. He was head of Tesla. He still is. And then all of a sudden he got in trouble there as CEO of Tesla because he spoke out. I mean,
he can't speak. Freedom of speech. No freedom of speech. Can't speak.
And it's ridiculous. And they're saying, and they're saying what Elon is going to do to Twitter is that he's not destroying anyone. He even said to the leftists, stay here, but the ones that are working for Twitter and that hate him are going to sabotage Twitter. So he is going to have to allow freedom of speech, but any means of defaming someone, like me, freedom of speech doesn't mean I can get off here and start talking about your family because it's my freedom of speech and I want to put you down. There's still laws.
No. I can't sit here and put you down. I don't like Bruce. I think he's got moon rock dust on his telescope. I can't put you down. You're allowed to do your work. You're allowed to do your work, and you're allowed to have an opinion. What gives me the right to put you down? Even if you're incorrect or you're 200% accurate, I do not have the right to put you down. But I can talk about whatever I want, what my opinions are about stuff, how I feel and think about stuff.
And even someone calling me an asshole, I'm not even talking about that, bro. I mean the one that comes and says, I found out that Bruce did that with so-and-so and he did this to his child and that. There's a lot of people online saying that people are doing things to kids at work or doing things to kids, to defame them. And
it's called character defamation. That's how that's how they try and bring you down. As soon as you're in the public eye, we're like, we have to make stories up,
Yep.
set you up, pay some junkie to go and do something, and then blow up an extraordinary story.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you've done nothing wrong, and it's one person's voice against you.
Well, that's
But
what the
just
left
because
is doing, right? The lefts are doing that. They own the media. They got CNN, which CNN Plus. Now it's all interchaining itself, right? CNN Plus, Disney lost their power, which I didn't know, but Disney had the right to build nuclear plants. They had power here. Yeah, this like real for real, like on the document. They had power to have their own friggin' fence set up and have their own
unbelievable.
protection.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah. And they started wanting to indoctrinate our children and to teach them about the 3-letter word and about, they're actually pulling away from the parents their control and their children in school. Biden said it 2 days ago. Your children in school, the teachers own your children in school. That's basically what it came down to, what he was saying. Which
they're trying to enslave the next generation, so they've got another generation of workers that will do what they're told.
Absolutely.
They don't like someone who questions everything. They don't like intelligent people who question everything. Oh, we've got a problem. These are the people that will find intelligent ways to solve the problem that's more efficient. They don't want that. They just want good, yes, little, yes, little slaves.
Exactly.
2 bags full, sir. Yes. What are we doing? Don't think about the moral implications. Just do it. No,
right.
If this is bad for someone, it's going to hurt someone or a lot of people or families or children or something. I'm not going to do it, but it's your job. I don't care. Fire me.
Yeah.
Get rid of me. Get rid of me.
Imagine who's going to come back to Twitter.
Not worth the money. Not worth the money. You making me do something because that's the agenda. Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Exactly. There's a meeting right now going on, a round table with Elon Musk. And they're going to be talking about AJ, Alex Jones, and a whole bunch of people that were like everywhere, all the way down from David Icke, all over the years, all the people that we've seen be taken off. Joe Rogan, I don't even know if he's still there. And I think, he is there. He's still there. But some of them were suppressed. Even Joe Rogan, with all his subscribers, he still gets suppressed. I'm sure he'd have probably 100 million subscribers, not just like 20 or 30 or 60. But these people on the platform have no access. And now they're going to be coming back. You're going to see Trump, you're going to see a whole bunch of people, and it's
amazing. Yeah. I love it. Yeah. I love it. It's amazing.
It's the beginning of a sign of our freedom, but I guess we're far from it. But it doesn't matter. It's still
we're far from it. One corporation owns 5 corporations, which owns all the media. It's going to be decades and decades and decades before that turns upside down. But
not mean to cut you off, man. A special thank you to SW. FL UFO for becoming a member. Thank you very much, you guys. I love you for it so much.
Good job.
And
good job.
Of course, Gabber, you too, man. I mean, thanks for coming on there. We're not done.
That's all right.
But
we're not done. I haven't told you my story when I took a video of
we haven't started yet. We haven't started.
Of an alien in my mum's living room with a lampshade head, like the Aztec. Aztec steps.
Oh,
lampshade head alien. 7-8 foot tall, and I left the camera recording on the kitchen bench during the whole time.
Whoa!
And in the video, you see me and my girlfriend at the time looking up. So I'm tall. I'm nearly 2 meters. This thing's like 7-8 foot. We're looking up, and it's looking down with a huge, dark cloak on down to its ankles, and it's talking to us, and we're talking to it, and I'm just like,
oh yeah, eh?
I'll have to. I got to tell you that story. It's a great story. It's a good one.
Yeah, go ahead. Want to
right now?
Yeah, go right ahead, man. Look, it's 2:45. We got 15 minutes, and then we'll continue on another time, though. We'll continue.
No, right, another time. I got so many UFO stories and alien stories, and I got so many stuff to talk about. We can do another time, but this time, to end of 2010, beginning 11. I went upstairs. I was living at my mum's house. Went upstairs, and at the 2-story house, we lived right on the bay. You can see all the way across the bay into the eastern coast of Australia, or the ocean.
Yeah.
There was these fairy lights where the vertical blinds are. Has a little slit. You can see through the window. There was fairy lights, and I'm like,
right. You mean a boat going by? You mean far? Just so I can understand you right. You saw a boat
in my garden, in my garden, and the second story, just above the front door, fairy lights, like little glow bugs, fire plugs.
Okay, fairy
But-
lights. Sorry.
but we don't have glow bugs there because of the sea spray. We live 50 meters from the ocean.
Right.
I ran downstairs, grabbed my camera to go and take it. My girlfriend goes, "What are you doing?" "Oh, there's fairy lights. I can see fairy lights coming out the window. I'm going to go record them." She yelled at me. I'm like, "You can't take pictures of fairy lights. That's sacred fairy lights." I'm like, "Hey, I can take pictures of whatever I like. Get out of here."
Yeah.
I ran back upstairs.
Not now.
You're not allowed to. I can take pictures of whatever I want. Tell me what I can and can't do with pictures. What are you doing? Anyway, the fairy lights were gone. I was like, as soon as I got the camera, they knew, and they went. So it was a strange paranormal experience, but this is the beginning of what happened. So I thought, I'll prop my camera up on the kitchen table and just leave it recording. So if they come back, they won't know I'm recording. You know, like James Bond 007, put the camera on, put it up there, and I turned it around so they wouldn't see there's a camera facing. And I had like a stainless steel kettle. It was a perfect mirror that did like a fisheye lens of the kitchen and the living room. So I just left it like that because it's a perfect mirror. I cooked dinner, put the dinner out. We had dinner. We went outside the veranda, second story veranda, through the curtains to have a cigarette. And then when I played back the video, as we come back through the curtains, there's a 7-8 foot tall being standing there with a lampshade head.
Yeah,
my mum
interesting.
My mum told me a story about the lampshade head alien one time. I can find no information about the lampshade head aliens on the internet. Nothing. They don't exist. But he had the lampshade head, comes down in steps, 7-8 foot tall.
Not to cut you
black
off.
coat.
Not to cut you off, but real quickly, you can tell me at the end. Has your mother had experiences too in her youth?
Yeah, when she was young, she got taken. She got taken when she was young. I can explain her story later if you like.
We got plenty of time, man. You'll be back too, but yeah, I want you to continue that story about
Yeah, and so I was like, "Oh, this is the lampshade head my mum talked about," and we're sitting there talking to it in the video, and then where the living room is, where the ceiling is, in the shadows, there's the Grim Reaper with the Sith in the ceiling, and I'm like, "Okay, Grim Reaper." My brother. My younger brother, unfortunately, died in a car accident.
Yeah,
It's my little ninja.
You got one too?
Yeah, I got him all over me legs.
Oh,
everywhere.
Holy shit! That's exactly what I wanted. You bugger, in the right side up.
Yeah. Nice one. I got that when I was like 17 or something.
Dude, listen, hold on, wait a minute. We both have a Grim Reaper on the left arm.
Now this one's a ninja. If you can see
is
it?
it?
Ninja.
Oh no, okay.
It's a ninja.
I saw. Okay, right. Well,
yeah, it's a ninja. Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. Okay, go ahead, man. Continue.
So while we met this being, I have no memory. I have absolutely no memory of talking or meeting or seeing this being, but I have a video of it.
Loss of time, loss of memory, short
probably.
time.
Yeah, okay. I've never recorded the meeting. I've never got enough fragment of the memory of that meeting, but I got a video of it. I can see myself in the video.
Which is the part that's missing in your head, though. It's a blank to you, but you
exactly.
Yeah.
And there's a Grim Reaper in the ceiling. On the left hand side was the kitchen benches and the sink and the stove. In all that was all shadows, and then like an energy wall. There was two grey aliens, grey head with the big almond oval eyes, standing there. Two greys. A jackal. You know a jackal?
Yeah.
The Egyptian dogs of the underworld.
Yeah, the small. Yeah.
There was a jackal there.
I have some here.
There was like brickwork, like it was the inside of a Mayan pyramid or something. All this brickwork, like Mayan pyramid.
Yeah.
And there was something like a little circular sort of stonework.
This is a projection directly from fucking there.
On the left-hand side, while that being's talking to us, we're sitting there talking, "Hey, what's up?" "Oh, not much, just chilling. Like, come in. Do you want to like, have a cup of tea? What do you want? There's a fridge.
Yeah.
Hungry. Like,
right.
And there was another thing with like a blue crystal inside, like a stone structure with like blue flames coming off it.
I saw the blue. When I had the spirit. Go ahead. No, because you're getting my juices going there.
It's like it's a full paranormal experience, and like I captured it on video, and my mum talked about the lampshade head aliens. That's what she's met.
I'm intrigued by
And
the lampshade because my encounter that I had, they had a cloak. Like I'm telling you, like a stupid Grim Reaper cloak. Like somebody said, I'm gonna put on a scary costume. Okay, a cloak like the cults, like the elites have, the satanic cults. Same thing, and in front of a table. That was my projection. The person that was the image was afraid of me, and was trying to actually. It was my friend Shadow that had come to friggin' moving. It scared the shit out of me. It's a ridiculous story. My friend's reflection became alive and moved and was doing opposite as to what he was doing, and we flipped out. But the shadow was afraid. The shadow was freaking out and looking at all three of us, continually looking at all three of us. So it's
amazing.
like, is that a portal? That's like basically in theory there was some type of portal that opened up where that person was present or past, and where I am present or past. That person was afraid of us. We were afraid of that friggin' shadow. But the problem is the shadow was my friend. But he was afraid. He was freaking out and stuff like that.
Might have been a vortex. I think you're saying a vortex opens up so you can like go in interdimensional travel, sort of.
So it was him.
Interdimensionally.
So like it was him, you mean,
portals,
right?
Portals are more like from going from Montreal to the moon, bang.
Right.
Sort of two different things. Some people get them mixed up.
Yeah, yes, that's true. That's true. Portals, black holes. Think black
vortexes, portals.
They could probably
black holes, maybe a different type of portal, like you know, a reversal of a portal, like a reversal upside down,
like maybe time, maybe
like
time.
in Red Dwarf when they go to upside down reverse world, but portal.
Could you imagine going through a black hole? And you're with NASA, you're an astronaut in a secret project, and you go through the effing hole, and you wind up back on Earth. But he didn't see any change. It's just that where he is on Earth is back hundreds of years ago.
Exactly.
It can't be that ridiculous anymore. In the past, it friggin' was, but now it's scary. So I also believe that we're probably jumping through space and time continually. I think Andrew Burgess was talking about that, but you know what I mean, like. If a time machine existed, wouldn't that be the end of everything? Like if one person goes back in time, doesn't that change everything? Because I have a hard time understanding that. I know it's all theory, but they say, oh, going back to the past. Are you making the past come back again and live, or are you actually in that time when it happened? Why is that sequence? You know, it makes no sense.
They say there's like time travel laws where certain key events had to have happened. So if the Nazis go back in time and try and win the war because they lost the war, it's not going to work.
No,
and you split the timeline. So instead of having the normal timeline, now you got two timelines. Now we got one timeline where the Nazis win the war, and we're all driving around in Mercedes and BMWs and depressed because we're all like slaves to the regime.
Yeah, so the past that happened as compared to the past you go back to in the time, and not that era, not that exact moment.
You split the timeline and cause problems, and then you do something else further down the timeline, and you split that, and you split that, and then you got multiple timelines going everywhere.
That's how I see us. That's how I see what everyone's doing. Continually bouncing, boom, 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 trying to get somewhere, trying to get back, and then all this movement, motion. You know, the universe can be a bloody time machine. How long would it take us to travel in a time machine? Would it feel fast? Would it feel like an eternity going back in time, like the opposite? For some stupid reason, I say, imagine going in hey, you get in a time travel machine, it works, but you have to go through the real period of time. Like you have to wait 30 years to go back to the past to be able to experience the past. You wouldn't want to be sitting in that bloody, machine and say, oh, I got fucked. I just got screwed. Hey, dude, I am going to end the stream at 3 because I have another video and stuff I want to get up.
No worries.
We're going to do this again, I hope. Obviously, more people.
Any time. I've got plenty of stories to share.
Well, it's good. And
I haven't even finished my lampshade head story.
Go ahead. Oh, we got time.
Quickly, I can do it quickly.
No, I cut you off. Take your time. Yeah, finish it up.
All right. Okay. my mum was the first person that told me about the lampshade because I used to ask her about her alien experiences. You know, like that's how I got into aliens because my mum told me she got up in the UFO when she was young.
Yep.
So my introduction into aliens and UFOs has been like a caring son wanting to know, who are these aliens? What'd you do with my mum?
Right.
You want to look after my mum because I'm going to come in here. I'm going to execute every last mother trucking one of yous.
Right.
You know what I mean? I love my mum. I'd do anything for her.
Right.
So it's just a caring son for, you know, to know what happened to her mum, make sure everything's all right. If it's not all right, I'm going to make it all right.
Yeah, and
she told me about the lampshade head alien. I went to my friend's house when I was living down in Jervis Bay, and they live up in North Nowra, and they're on the top of the mountain, and the back of their house is like all the trees. And there was 3 girls that lived there that I grew up with, and I walked up to their fridge and I went, "What's this cigar shaped picture?" They drew this cigar shape. "Oh, that's the UFO we saw." "Really? Tell me about it." "Oh, we saw this cigar shaped UFO hovering above the trees." "What's this with the lampshade head on his head?" "Oh, that's the lampshade alien we met. Tell me what happened." And they began to tell me their alien experience. We were all young. I was like 17.
Right.
They were like a year younger than me, a year older than me. And they were sitting there laughing hysterically, going, "Oh, we met the lampshade alien here, and we saw the cigar flying across the trees." And so we draw everything down. I said, "Good job. That's a really good job. You drew down what you remember." And they told me their story about their experience meeting the lampshade head alien and what he looked like and what the ship looked like. And of course, fragments of memories. They didn't know too much more about it. But it was amazing that they had the pictures. They drew the pictures and stuck them on their fridge, and they were laughing hysterically, running around the house like clowns, woohoo, laughing and laughing. But I think that's the way they dealt with the experience is by finding humor with humor.
They wouldn't be normal. They wouldn't be normal if they didn't. They just saw God there. I mean, they saw the other side. They saw the sky.
Yep. I was like one of the only friends that was understanding and asked questions carefully, not to like upset them about the experience, and to try and share the experience.
Right.
And I understood their laughter because I grew up with these girls many years. I've spent more time staying at their house than my own mum's house.
Right.
I know when they're lying. I know when they're making up a story. I know their laughter, the tone of their laughter when they're joking or making something up.
Body language.
And to me, it was a very truthful, accurate story of what their experience was. I couldn't find any holes in their story.
Normal reactions, normal excitement, and
like when someone's lying, their tone of voice changes a couple octaves, goes up or down because they're nervous and they can't talk normally. And if you got really like Harry Potter ears, if you can listen really carefully and listen to frequencies, and you can notice the frequency change and the tonal change going up or down a few harmonics. And like, that's how I know when I click on all these CGI UFO channels and they're sitting there. I'm not gonna mention names, but they're sitting there talking, "Oh, look at this UFO." Their voice makes me want to puke because I can tell straight away they paid they paid their mate $50 to draw a CGI little alien. Look, there's a little alien flying past, sitting in the UFO. Get out of here. But just their voice, before I even see the video, their voice tells me they are making this up to make views and get money. But like, if they want to do that, make fake science fiction, fantasy entertainment for people, let them. An intelligent person knows it's CGI. We see CGI in movies every day. You're telling me you can't tell the difference between a CGI in the movie and someone who does really, really low, bad quality CGI for a supposed UFO.
It's very true. We often see a movie and say ourselves, "My gosh, this is a Star Wars movie. They could have done that better." You could see when CGI hits.
If they want to do that, good luck to them. They're making entertainment for people that aren't very intelligent. They don't research anything. They don't research something you say or I say or someone's testimonial. They don't research specific things they say to see where else can I get multiple sources of information that validates this evidence.
You're absolutely right about that. You said it yourself. The frequencies and analyzing you're wide awake. You analyze things very in great detail, like a lot of people that are here that do that. It makes me think of people like Confucius. I'm not comparing quality of lives here. I'm just talking in general. What a real truth seeker does. What will help them is understanding the environment around them, understanding how nature exists. Instead of looking up all the space stuff, I went for walks in a forest, and I swear to you, by analyzing the way a leaf was falling, even though I've seen leaves falling all my life, it fell a certain way that made me reflect on how the planets rotate in the universe. Confucius did that. Whoever walks in the desert just to broaden,
They see something simple happening in nature, and it's like, bing, it opens up an idea, and
it's
wow,
like a big
yep. Yeah. Many famous people have done that. Many famous people. Just something simple in nature, and it just triggers something, and it opens up something. Opens up a frequency and lets them remember. It allows them to remember. They're like, wow.
Right. Like the story of Isaac Newton in 1666, where they say that the apple fell on his head. Maybe the apple didn't fall on his head necessarily, but the ideal of what that says it all. An apple fell on my head. Rain fell on my face, and all of a sudden I was able to design a telescope. I mean, we see things in nature sometimes. Nature does speak, and people that are awake with nature, look at the natives. Was there anyone ever better to predict what was going to come when there were going to be floods and it's true. They knew it because it wasn't magic.
They understood nature. They were very spiritual people, very, very spiritual people. Deep cultures, music, tradition, dance, all sorts of things.
And they were very in tune. Mountains, the rivers,
very in tune with nature. Nature responded because nature's alive. Trees have trees have emotions. They're living, feeling beings. They've got spirit. There's spirit inside plants. You rip its leaves off, it hurts. It hurts it. Exactly. You play heavy metal music to it, it's going to stunt its growth. Doesn't like it. You play classical,
true, by the way.
Play classical music, the plant's going to thrive and grow.
They do. I worked at Bonnie Best Eggs way back when I was young on a whole bunch of chickens there and millions of coops. I was on the other side driving a lift, and we played classical music to the chickens. We weren't allowed changing the dial. You changed the dial, it was mayhem. The heavy metal, they were over.
No Metallica.
Oh no, it was exactly Metallica. Enter Sandman and all this shit they used to play.
You have chickens with a mohawk, punk chickens come in with leather jackets and studs.
I know. And he's outside in the dock smoking joints. The chickens are like, fuck everyone. But the music changed the way they were laying their eggs, and it was sad because they were boosting them, which we never saw. Like there's this guy in this lab coat going around. The chickens are bark, bark, bark. Basically they're totally whacked out of their mind. But they're laying 12 eggs an hour. 12 eggs an hour. They last 2 or 3 months, then they're put down. And it's continually. People have no idea they're buying eggs. Well, those chickens how long has that chicken been here hatching? 3 weeks, 4 weeks, he'll die. And they keep going. We have to redesign our shit here on Earth. We don't have to kill animals like that. In the Petri dish, we grow steak and fish now. We should be able just to keep a couple of cows, inseminate them, and keep them healthy. And then,
the Japanese got raw sewage cake and reverse engineered raw sewage cake. Not the liquid. They pumped the liquid out in the hose. Raw sewage cake, and they made a steak. No, a steak.
Yeah, I believe it.
A steak from sewage cake. I ain't eating that shit.
No way in hell. Not eating that. Unless they put in some really good, my favorite spices.
Bit of ranch sauce, you love it. Bit of ranch sauce. Don't be scared. Tell everybody you love it. A bit of ranch sauce. I'll eat some sewage cake steak.
There's no way in hell they're gonna see me eating bugs. You're going to see a fat, and it's going to be really gruesome for me because I'm 200 and some pounds. I'm going to be alive longer than everyone, and I'm going to be hungrier than everyone. I'm going to eat people.
You can survive nuclear holocaust winter. You can survive 5 years of Corona lockdowns. Good luck to you. You've got nothing.
Damn right. I got lots of squirrels and rabbits around. I'll be picking up their nuts.
neighbors selling their wedding rings and gold chains for a can of tuna. You're just like, yeah, no worries. I don't need the can of tuna anyway.
Exactly. I'm good. I'll just stock up on the equipment. I'll buy guitars and pianos since people won't be using them anymore. Hey, dude, you will come back on, I assume, and we'll do this again.
It'll take you 4 streams just to get through UFOs I've seen for
my life. Because I'm sure people found it interesting. At the same time, next time we'll take questions at the same time of the people that came on.
We can do that. That's not a problem. Yeah. I'm happy to share my stories and experiences. Like I don't make nothing up. I just explain what I've experienced.
Exactly.
People can take whatever information out from it if they find it useful.
Absolutely.
Like I have a popular UFO channel on Bilibili in China. I've been going on there for a year.
Right.
And I'm like, about to hit 130,000 views. Just got 909 fans today.
Right.
And like over there, they love me. They love me over there.
Well, you are going to be able to get a chance. First of all, I'm going to adjust the title of this video. I want to stick can I stick your name in it?
Yeah,
the title
not a problem.
of the stream.
That's not a problem.
All right,
yeah.
And I will get your link up to your channel. So those of you who don't know Gabber Beast TV, check them out. And here, my community, I never force them to go to anybody's channel, but they're free to do so. And of course, the people that interact with me here online and stuff, that's really, really cool. Which again, man, we're gonna do this again. You looked at the spitting freaking image of my cousin, by the way.
No way.
Literally, yeah, it's weird.
Your cousin's very handsome.
Yeah,
your cousin's very handsome man.
Us Swartz is a very, very attractive people. Dude, we'll talk very soon. Say hi to your son and family too at the same time, and thanks for the interest.
No worries. Lovely to meet you, Bruce. Great talking with you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Great talking with you.
I'm not getting off. I am going to stay in the community to go back to the community to see what they thought of it.
I never expected you to come interview me and talk. Like I was just being nice to you because you were having troubles with YouTube suppressing you, and I just thought I'd throw in some comments. I'll just be chilling. When I talk, that's me. I'm just being myself, just speaking my mind.
It was a hand, man. It was a cool hand. Not many people speak up.
I had no idea this was going to happen. I've been so nervous. I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to Bruce's show. What's going to happen? Do you know do you know how many YouTube pages I had to scroll down just to find your show? Just to find your show because you're that suppressed down the list. It took me about 4 hours of pressing the down button, 200, 300 pages. I'm like, who's this Bruce? He's got some cool photos. Clicked on it, watched it. No way, this guy's amazing. This Bruce guy is from Canada. He's amazing, Remalaka. This guy is where did he get this stuff from? Then I tried to find it the next day. Bruce sees space. Bruce sees the stars.
Bruce UFO. Bruce, yeah.
It took me 1 week to find you again. I had to save your channel and lock it into my friend's Discord because I was showing everybody in his Discord. Check out this guy.
That's so mad.
I was showing everybody, taking screenshots of your pictures, going, look at this. Look what this guy's got with the telescope. Have a look at the video. Check him out. Everyone's like, amazing. Everyone looked at it, speechless.
Crazy, man. Well, it was like a big hush. When I started posting it, I had tears in my eyes. I said, I can only imagine what they're going to say. I can't wait to see everyone's reaction. I posted the UFO. Just wind and nobody there. And the people that were following me, like it's just the same group here, the amazing group that keeps coming back, but they know you can ask them. There was nobody else. Nobody was coming to the channel. New Snecados is a Spanish-speaking channel, man. 2 channels, almost 2 million subscribers, and he gets 100,000 every 2-3 days on his videos, and he shared my video 20 times. Still don't get many people that come to the channel, though. So it's amazing. It's crazy, right? So we'll talk soon, bro. And I thank you again, man. I love you, brother.
Yeah, I've uploaded a video, and YouTube flagged me for copyright for my intro and outro.
Yeah,
and I've been loading and re-rendering the video with different songs. Copyright.
To try to change it. Yeah,
it's doing my head in. I'm about to have my intro and outro with no music, just so I can do it another time. It's just giving me a headache.
It happens, and I'm sure some of my community members will check the video at the same time.
No worries. Jump in, say good day. We're more than welcome to say hello.
Absolutely, you have to. I love all Australians. They're all cool. I've met Australians all my life since I've been 19, 18 online, and I've never met one that I've ever had problems with. But watch if maybe it's them. Maybe they're my biggest trolls and I don't know it.
Aussies say the same thing about Canadians.
Yeah.
My fiance wants to go to Canada to meet her grandmaster of astrology. She does astrology for people.
Okay. Yes.
And,
Yes.
she's like, we're going to go to Canada so I can meet my grandmaster of astrology, and you can go have a beer with Bruce. So like,
Damn right.
and you can show me your telescope. So
Yeah,
I can figure out how I'm going to get a big telescope too. I want to get one as well one day.
Damn right, man. Yeah,
We'll have
that's
to have
another
a
thing
beer.
I'm
We'll have
gonna
to have a
do.
beer together. We'll have to have
Yeah.
a beer together when we come up there.
Damn right, man. Well, I can't thank you enough for having connected, for taking time out of your day too to
Not
at
a
least
problem.
come and
Anytime,
talk
man.
to us, man.
Anytime,
All
mate.
right. Well, we'll talk soon, brother. I love you,
Love
man.
you, mate.
See
Have
you
a good
later,
week.
man.
See you,
You
buddy.
too. Yeah. See you later. Awesome. Where's the off button? Let's see. Kick from studio sounds bad. I'll do kick.
I'm still here.
If you want to prevent this, but no, I don't. I don't want to kick him. What the frig am I saying? Kicking. I don't want to kick him. I just want to close the. It won't close.
Oh no! They want us to keep talking. They want us to keep going.
Okay, I got it now.
Talk more.
I have to do it like Genie. There we go. It worked, and now I'm back. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, remove and not actually still in the back. I just want you to know, Gabber Beast, I do see you drinking right now. Your drink, for some reason, I can still see you. I'm trying to get you off. Maybe here. Oh, well, I'll be damned. Oh, I guess you'll just have to close off the thing or something. I don't know. Anyways, you're free. He's dancing in the background, guys. He's dancing. I'm talking and I can't even get him off. He's going around his house now. Hey, I hope you know that I'm watching there. But nobody else sees you, though. Hey, man. Hey, you guys. I don't know. Oh, okay. I think I'll try this maybe. Let's see. No. This is almost funny. UFO shooting straight up into space. Oh, what the hell is that? That's cool. Oh, I like that one. Poor guy is sitting in the background. He's just there in the background. Guys, I can't thank you all enough for having taken the time to stop by. I hope you all enjoyed hearing a bit of a change from my annoying voice, getting a chance to talk with Gabber Beast TV. So you guys can also take the time to check out his channel. I will adjust and add his name into the title. Showing me a show of his house. Oh, is that an animal? Yeah, I just saw a cat. And yeah, it's weird how sometimes it doesn't it doesn't work sometimes.